13 games of hoop on a Wednesday night. This is your express tour through the association called the Dailies app. We start you off with the Battle of New York. Brooklyn against the Knicks, and the Knicks fighting for that 8th playoff position. Raymond Felton coming down hard on this play, but the Knicks, well, they came down hard on the Nets, getting it done. Carmelo Anthony, you see the mid-range game there working. Then outside, it's J.R. Smith with the deep shot there. And, yeah, the Knicks are excited, and for good reason. They've tracked down the Hawks. More on that in a moment. The Knicks win at 110-81. Hey, did I say a moment? It is a moment. Right now, in fact, DJ Augustine outside, pure on the three. They're down in Atlanta trying to hang on desperately to that 8th playoff position. Meanwhile, Chicago in a battle for the 3rd spot with the Toronto Raptors, and Chicago goes to Atlanta and gets the W by 13, 105-92. Pacers and Pistons. Pacers just trying to stop a slide. Lance Stevenson having fun while he's doing it over to Jan Mahimi. Then Paul George from way outside knocking down a three, and the Pacers do, in fact, get the W. Your final score 101-94. Magic and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Outside, Spencer Hawes, pure on a three. Remember, the Cleveland Cavaliers still have an outside shot at that final playoff position, but the way the Knicks are playing is making it tough on them. The Cavs do get the win on the road, though, 119-98 in Kyrie Irving's return. Toronto and the Houston Rockets. DeMar DeRozan, tough shot there. We told you earlier that Toronto's in a battle with the Chicago Bulls for that 3rd playoff position in the Eastern Conference, and they're facing a Western Conference playoff team. You see it's 106-103. Toronto in front late. Houston nearly comes up with the steal, but they cannot get it done. Toronto hangs on to win it by 4. Your final score, 107-103, despite 26 from James Harden. The Clippers, the Phoenix Suns meeting up, and the Suns, keep in mind, desperate for one of the 2 final playoff positions in the West, but it's the Clippers with the win, 112-108. Boston, the Washington Wizards. Washington looking for their first playoff berth since 2008. A win would get it done. They're taking on the Boston Celtics, and they take down the Boston Celtics, 118-92. Marcin Gortat leading the way. Miami came in tonight for the first time all season long in first in the Eastern Conference, and they leave the night in first in the Eastern Conference. LeBron played only 3 quarters. He goes for 17 points in the win. Memphis, one of the 3 teams out west vying for those 2 final playoff spots, but they had to deal with Kevin Love, and they couldn't do it. His 3rd career triple-double. That's Kevin Love getting it done. 24 points, 16 rebounds, and 10 assists. Minnesota gets the W. How about the longest winning streak in franchise history for the San Antonio Spurs? They came in winners of 18 in a row. They now have won 19 in a row. They beat the Golden State Warriors 111-90. Pelicans, Nuggets, that's the manimal. Kenneth Faried going to the rack and hanging around. Denver scores 137. They take down the Pelicans by 30 points. The Los Angeles Lakers out west on Bollywood night in Sacramento, taking on the Kings, and in front of the owner, the Kings get it done by 5. Your final score, 107-102. The Bobcats looking for a playoff berth. They're taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Their struggles are well noted, and their struggles continue. The 76ers go down 123-93, 25-10 for Al Jefferson, and that's your Daily Zap.